Hello, everyone. How you guys doing today? I hope you're having a great day or evening whenever you see this. If you don't know me already, I am Ryan McCrary, the CEO of McCrary Financial Solutions, and also recently an author, publisher of my first book, Mind Over Money: How to Think Like an Investor and Take Care of Business First. So today I just want to talk about an article I seen. I think it came out a couple days ago about Instagram. Instagram now being worth $100 billion. Again, repeat that. If you didn't know the news, if you didn't see one of the headlines, Instagram is now worth $100 billion. Now, I think Facebook, which owns Instagram, I think Mark Z bought it for, I think it was 1 billion. Yeah, it says 1 billion. In 2012, Facebook purchased uh, Instagram for $1 billion. So at that point, that was major. You know what I mean? I remember Mark Zuckerberg, Facebook also offered to buy Snapchat. I think it might have been 2 or 3 billion, and Eric Evan Spiegel said no. He wanted to continue running Snapchat. Snapchat hasn't been doing very well, lately. So who knows if that may have been a bad decision in the long run? Maybe not, but in the short term, it definitely seems like that could potentially have been a bad move, not taking that deal, just because Snapchat is just having a lot of trouble. I mean, I personally think what hurts Snapchat is not having live video. If you don't have live video on your platform, I think that that's what hurts them. Especially advertising. I don't know how it is to advertise on the platform. I know that's where Facebook gets a lot of their revenue through people advertising, spending ad money. So it's interesting to see how Snapchat will pan out. But I thought this was interesting just to because I remember 2012. I believe it may have came out a year or two before that, but 2012 was when Instagram like really got popular. Everybody started getting on it. And I literally remember that time. I was like, what is the Instagram thing? We started checking out. By a week later, me and all my friends we were on there, we were posting, and it literally Instagram literally changed the world. You know what I mean? It changed, the way people interact, with pictures and now advertising. And me, it's very interesting to me because it also changed business. It also changed business. It changed the way, you can make money to feed your family. It changed the way you can grow a company. It changed the way you can live your life just by this app right here. So, like I said, this is very interesting to me for many reasons. You know what I mean? Just the, how it grew so quickly, number one, how people are making, so much money on the platform as well. Not just how much the platform's worth, but how much money people are actually making on the platform, how it changed the world, how it changed business, and how it changed our everyday lives. So, this kind of, plays into a little bit of what I go into my book. I'm going to read just a small excerpt from my book on, the chapter is chapter number 4. If you have the Mind Over Money book, you can still get a free copy only for a limited amount of time. Go to mindovermoneybook.com, mindovermoneybook.com. You can get a free copy. All you got to do is cover the shipping and handling. But out of chapter 4 is how to avoid being stuck in the past. So I'm going to read a little bit about this, and I think this plays into a lot, Instagram and social media and just making money and business, entrepreneurship, all the stuff that I always talk about. So this is about the direct-to-consumer relationship. There was once a time in which we had to go through a middleman or a higher up just to get our message to the world, whether it was a new business product or an idea that we thought might change the world. We had, in italics, to go through a middleman just to get it out to the masses. Those days, my friend, are long gone and have little hope to return. For example, if you wanted to put a movie out or you wanted to be the next Ralph Lauren, you almost had no choice but to get Macy's or Lord & Taylor on board to let you into the store in order to sell your clothing products. You had to come up with the right sales pitch or convince that VP to put your product launch into the store because we had minuscule ways to a large group of people. It was a very challenging uphill battle to get customers on our own. Once again, those times are long gone and don't see any glimmer to return. Now let me explain. With the evolution of technology, now if you want to start a clothing line store, all you have to do is go on Shopify or Big Cartel and start your own online store in a matter of minutes. And the kicker is the management fee to run the store is probably less than your phone bill! Exclamation point. Sidebar, did you know that Shopify had over 400,000 in sales per minute go through their company during BFC and Black Friday, Cyber Monday weekend? This is amazing considering that company didn't even exist 15 years ago. The company only opened in 2004. So that's another company, Shopify, that's just part of this massive wave like the Shopify, Instagram, Facebook, ClickFunnels, all the automation platforms, stuff like that is part of that whole niche. So we live in an age where we now have a direct-to-consumer relationship in which we can directly talk and get to our fans or our customers. This is something that most traditional employees don't even realize and miss out on thousands, if not millions, over the long term. The internet and social media gives us the ability to cut out the middlemen and get our message out to it and get our message out in an entirely new fashion. So how does that relate to our discussion today? Because everything I'm talking about in those paragraphs exists through apps like Instagram. Because of apps like Instagram, we now have a direct-to-consumer relationship, whereas though anything you want to do, any business you want to start, anything you want to do in life, you want to be a chef, you want to be a life coach, you want to be an accountant, you want to be a lawyer, you want to be an actor, you want to be a director. Now, anything you do with Instagram and other apps, Twitter and Facebook and LinkedIn, YouTube, but Instagram, which is, probably the big of the cream, at the top of all of them, which, with Facebook, and of course, Facebook owns Instagram. Because of apps like Instagram, we now have that direct-to-consumer relationship. So we don't even have to go through anybody. Now we can get on our app. We can, search a hashtag. We can, search for other people. We can get influencers. We can run ads. We can do so many different things, create audiences and target, and just so many different things. That's a whole other discussion on actually the platform itself and how to actually monetize it, how to run ads, all that. Talk about that later. I'll have another course on that, later on. But this is something that we need to be thinking about. There is so much money in the digital landscape, and we, especially African Americans, we need to be on board to get a piece of that pie. So that's pretty much it for today. If you don't have the book already, go to mindovermoneybook.com. Mindovermoneybook.com. Again, I thought it was worth discussing, not just the fact that Mark Zuckerberg grew an entirely crazy platform, bought it, and then drew it to 100 billion from 1 billion. That is amazing alone, but not just that. I want to talk about the opportunities, because I'm just not like, okay, he made 99 billion off of that, but I'm like, okay, how can I get 1 million or 2 million or 1 billion out of that pie? Because I made some money out of that. You know what I mean? I know a lot of other people that made, a lot of money, out of all the dollars that are circulated on Instagram. So I want us to be aware and in tune with what's going on and how we can make money as well to feed our families. So a lot of people just want to be like Jay-Z and whoever else, Puffy, but we need our kids to try to be like Mark Z. You want to be like Jay-Z? I want to be like Mark Z. Of course, we love Hov. The Carter's album is amazing. We all look up to Hov, of course. But at the same time, we're not hearing about people aspiring to be like Mark Zuckerberg, who bought something for $1 billion and now made it 100 billion just off that. We're not talking about Facebook. We're not talking about Messenger, which they also own. We're not talking about the WhatsApp, what Facebook also owns. We're just talking about Instagram specifically. We're not training our kids on how to become Jeff Bezos or Elon Musk. We're training them how to be rappers, but we need to train them how to be owners. So that's pretty much it for today. Again, if you don't have your Mind Over Money book yet, I don't know what's wrong with you. Go to mindovermoneybook.com. That's mindovermoneybook.com.